Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Koron Pierre, and you're tuned in to the Mature Topics Podcast Season 1 wrap up review show. I will be playing the clip, so I know there's a whole bunch of people here coming to this video expecting to learn about the debate we had on abortion. It was a pretty exciting debate. I'm going to play that clip very shortly, but I just wanted to let the people know this was a last minute decision to not go ahead with the 15th episode of the show and instead do a season wrap up. So I do want to jump into this clip for those that are interested. This was a clip where Launch Pro went up against Travis, and I was involved too, but it was about pretty much discussing abortion. Is it wrong? And it was a pretty interesting discussion. Let me play it for you guys for those that's coming to watch that clip.
Okay, cool. You have no problem with abortion, right?
Right. No, I don't.
So abortion is killing a baby. So not be horny to not risk having to kill a baby. Science proves it's a baby now.
I will be able. Okay, so I'll be able to break this down.
Previously on the Mature Topics podcast,
you said you're down with science, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm a science advocate.
You have no problem. Okay, cool. You have no problem with abortion, right?
Right.
No, I don't.
Okay, so abortion is killing a baby. So we can't not be horny to not risk having to kill a baby. Baby, science proves it's a baby now. We're not doing this now. Science proves it's a baby.
I'll say this. I will be able. Okay, so I'll be able to break this down like on a real scientific level, right? So you have the embryo, but before you have the embryo, you have cells, right? So cells actually form blastocysts, and then the blastocyst continues to develop into an embryo, which is still not a baby. In fact, it's only until
no.
Scientifically, it is true, and I could provide you with sources. So, like,
science will tell you a baby's not conceiving.
A baby, right, would be considered a fetus, and that's up to 13 weeks. Wait, hold up. 13 weeks gestational age, right, is when you can colloquially say, oh, my embryo is a baby. But realistically speaking, doctors do not refer to an embryo as a baby. Once you have birth, once that child is delivered, once that embryo is delivered, now here comes the Western vocabulary of baby. Okay, so like when you say that, well, conception, because like I did see your comment in the group, when you say that conception, which actually is the joining of a sperm cell and an egg cell, is a baby, that is false.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what conception is. No, but it is actually, like, it is, because
it's really not
the joining, but it is though. So you can say, well, we can have it, but it is, because a sperm cell joining with an egg cell, and that sperm cell transferring its data to the egg cell, that is not considered a baby. That it is not. You can say, hold up. You can say, we can have a moral conversation of when does life begin, but what we can't say is, but that's very different from saying that it's a baby. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Because it's a baby. It's a living.
Okay, so we just gonna have to
agree to disagree respectfully. But listen. All I'm saying is this, Travis.
Tanya says I'm
telling people
choice education is
listen. When I'm telling people to wait 4 to 6 months. And then when they have sex, I'm always promoting safe sex, sir. So, like I said, I believe in those 3 forms of contraception to prevent any childbirth. So the argument that, oh yeah, you're gonna have a baby, no, not if you're following what what my blueprint is for dating, right?
Okay, so I have a question. So is it 100% when you wear a condom that you're not gonna have a baby?
No, it is not.
It don't matter.
So, okay, is it 100%?
Condom usage is not 100%.
No, but it doesn't matter.
But is it 100%? Is it 100%? Is it 100% when you can be abstinent? Would you have a baby if you abstinent?
If you what?
Would you get any sexual transmitted? Would you get any STDs or create any unwanted children if you're abstinent?
You know, having sex.
Abstinence is actually the surefire way of not having.
I don't think that's 100%.
Right,
absolutely, and I'm a big advocate of abstinence.
Right.
That's why we abstain from sex when we meet someone. Mm-hmm. But it's not till marriage. It's until we can get our test results and we can see what we're working with. Once those results are on the table and that time elapses, if we do decide to engage in a sexual act, now we know that, hey, we wear our condoms, we're tested negative, greater chance to not transmit any diseases. I'm about giving people the greatest chance of not transmitting diseases. You're not going to stop people from having sex. So if they're going to have sex, let it be safe sex. That's all you can do in 2022.
But ain't no such thing as safe sex, though. Safe sex don't exist.
I disagree with that, brother. I have a James, should I go through the John Hopkins article? I don't want to do it. I could do it.
Listen what I'm saying. I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is, if you got something that can be 100%, then obviously it's safer than quote unquote what you call safe sex.
Hold up. Don said, wait a minute. Don said, well, you can catch an STD without sex. Low. Uh-oh.
That is true. I mean,
crabs from the sheets low. Oh, that's okay. 8. That's an 8. She
mentioned crabs.
That's funny.
That's a fact.
Can I read something real quick?
Yeah, can I read something real quick? Chat, man. The chat is live. Yeah,
I love it. Okay. Life begins at fertilization with the embryo's conception. Development of the embryo stage 1 when the sperm fertilizes and
hold on. Where are you reading from? Trav, where are you reading from?
You gotta announce where you're reading from.
It's Princeton.edu.
Which?
Okay, Princeton.edu. Okay, go ahead.
Human development begins after the union of a male and female, I can't pronounce the word, but gametes or germ cells during a process known as fertilization and parentheses conception. Life starts at conception.
Correct. But nobody said that. But nobody said that though. What I'm saying is that we can't say that
it's a baby though.
No, but it's not though. No. So like that's the thing. Like you can't call a germ cell a baby because a germ cell is not a baby. Like we all start off as a multicellular organism.
Guys, have you ever had sex without impregnating your wife or whatever woman you were with? These are scenes from the previous episode in the Mature Topics podcast. Subscribe and watch it now on the Koron Pierre YouTube channel. Hit that bell icon so you get all your notifications. And like the video so more people can see the video. So that was a little clip from episode 8. Watch the full video. The link is in the description of this video. I just wanted to drop that little clip. I'll be dropping these clips every Thursday at 8:30 during the break to keep the momentum of the show going. So definitely, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, I think you want to do so now because we definitely will be keeping this party going. So, right now, part of the reason why we're taking the break is because if you have been a loyal listener to the show, you would know our executive producer, who is also my fiance, she's in her 9th month of pregnancy. So with that being said, we decided that, we should take a break. And not just because of that too, but also so we can come back stronger. Podcasts typically are run in seasons. And I have a lot of ideas that I want to implement that may take some time to implement. So while I have time off from having to go live each and every week, I will be dropping these clips. And I also will be doing my regular YouTube videos that I normally do once a week. You can definitely check those videos out. It's going to be really lit. But a little bit about that clip. Trav thought he had us in the bag when he brought up that source, but he didn't really understand the difference between the conception of life and the the uh, when it's classified as a baby, right? He didn't understand that difference, and science is actually undecided on when uh, you can classify uh, a baby once it's undergone the process, of fertilization in the germ cell, like you said. But anyway, that clip was interesting. I got so many clips to drop, and I can't wait to start editing them and putting them together. I do want to salute the Mature Topics podcast group. Um, we haven't been too active recently because we've been really busy, just taking care of personal stuff and just a lot of other business that we have to attend to. But we will be active in the group, especially while we're not going, um, live on Thursdays. I do want to do some IG lives and other sort of content during this break. But to prepare these shows, it takes a lot of effort. Um, it's not as simple as just going live. We have to research the topics. When we have guests on, we have to you know do our research on the guests we bring in and send them email correspondence and look for other guests. And I do want to bring on more experts. And I love the advocates as well because advocates are the ones that connect the dots. They connect, um, what the experts say, and they can put it in ordinary people language. So I want to do that. And also the debate between me and Neek. I didn't get a chance to speak with Neek yet. Like I said, I've been really, really busy, but I think I'm going to bring that debate I'm going to save that debate for season two. Season two will kick off the debate between me and Neek. Is monogamy natural? That's going to be a powerful, powerful debate. So I'll let you know exactly when that date will be because like I said, but there's going to be a lot of changes in the household. So um, hopefully that doesn't push back the show longer than October. I think by the end of October, I should be prepared and ready to go again. So I just want to talk to the people for a little bit because I know we were supposed to do our episode 15 show, and there was so many topics. I mean, so many things happened within the weeks time span. There was a New York Post article that came out early this month that I saw people sharing. It was talking about how women are more likely to cheat than men, and it kind of I felt like it was a little disingenuous, that article, and I wanted to touch base on that. But there was a lot of things that popped off this week that I really wanted to cover, but I knew that I wouldn't have the time to really prepare adequately how I would like to. And each show that I do, I make sure that um, I'm well versed in what I'm talking about. So when you see me pulling these stats and facts, yes, I do read as much as I can, and I stay on top of the stats and things of that nature. But at the same time, no one knows it all, and I'm not someone that knows it all. So I like to try to read, study, and just make sure I'm on top of my game. So I think I do want to do a little recap of what the season has been. So I would love to see if I could get this on the screen. Let me see if I can get this on the screen for you guys so you guys can actually see what I'm looking at. Um, Give me a second. I never had to do this live, so but I'm gonna give it a shot. Pow. All right, so yeah. So this is the Mature Topics podcast playlist. Definitely, if you're watching this video, you can go to the playlist and click on the shuffle mode and just watch these episodes. Um, really good content, man. The first episode, we asked a question about Kevin Samuels. Did he like black women? And the reason why we went there was because we felt like a lot of his commentary was a little on edge, and it seemed to be something that was done for shock value. And I'm not here to bash him, but I was confused at that moment in time as to whether or not he really cared, and we had a great discussion around that. Sherry was on that show. She gave a nice perspective. I think Kimmy was on that show as well, and we had a really good balanced show. How long we should wait to make love? Uh, no, Sherry wasn't on that first episode. Kimmy was on that first episode, but that second episode, that was Sherry's and Neek's introduction, and Sherry and Neek have been on the show ever since then. They've been main fixtures on the show. Salute to them. They're part of the reason why the show grew, and I commend them and Kimmy and everybody that's been a part of the shows thus far. Uh, Episode 2, How Long Should You Make Love? That's where I met them on actually my good friend Knox channel. On his IG, we were talking about some other topic, and then I was telling them I suggest that couples should wait 4 to 6 months, and I teased them like, "Hey, I'm gonna drop it on this podcast, which was episode 2." So we talked about that, and that was the big bombshell. Then that led to episode 3, How to Build a Black Community, which I felt like was a good episode. Was a good episode, interesting episode, sort of out of my wheelhouse, but definitely something that I I appreciate doing. Let me see if I can get back to the playlist. Okay, cool. Wasn't trying to play music. Sorry for that. And we had interest. You guys definitely check that show out. Then we had the gender conversation. The gender conversation. Like if you noticing thus far, when we touch on these mature topics podcast episodes, we talk about those conversations that typically are avoided, uncomfortable. They're not so easy to digest, so easy to just put it out there. Sometimes people are shy and things of that nature. But like this gender conversation, I sort of exposed the fact that these are just basically social constructs. And everyone on the panel had a different idea for what masculinity and femininity was. So that was a powerful show, very enlightening show. How to Improve Your Mental Health, my good friend Drills, William Bradford. He's a health and wellness counselor, and we did a special mental health episode with him. That was a powerful show as well. That show right there, I think, set the benchmark for us doing them powerful shows. He was the first person that was considered an expert to come on the panel because he had a certification from, I believe it was Stanford University, and he brought up some really great stuff that you can watch and learn. And I would be posting the clips for all of these videos. Um, but if you want to see the full episodes, they're there. Episode 6, Why Dating Sucks. That was an interesting one. Um, because people was complaining about the dating market, and then of course I could try to come with my perspective. Episode 7, Dating for Purpose, Dating for Love. I think this probably was the longest show. We did a 5-hour show. Never again do I want to do 5-hour shows. I think going forward into season 2, we will be a little more organized and controlled with how we carry out our agenda. And one of the things we're going to do is make sure that we don't go above 2.5 hours. I don't mind doing that. Sometimes 3 if it's a powerful show. But anything above that, we don't want to go back there. But Dating for Love, Dating for Purpose was an interesting show. I'm a love guy, always been a love guy, team love. And all that really is love is choice in the Western world. Purpose sort of is more based on choice based on not solely the emotional aspect. It's more like arranged marriage. It's more like um, hypergamy, right? Different arrangements, different purposes. So that was a powerful show. Episode 8, Don Trotter, she came through and blessed us. Don Trotter, she was a Department of Health, New York State Department of Health, uh, I think spokesperson, and she came and she helped us talk about how to improve sexual health, and we were talking about HIV, and you know, she told her experience, a powerful, powerful story. This is, I think, one of our most powerful episode, and it's a highly viewed episode, episode 8. And I dropped 2 clips from this episode, 2 Trav clips, and I got so many more. But feel free to go to the Mature Topics playlist. That's the best way to stay on top of all the releases for the videos that we drop. Another thing is cheating a mistake. Um, is relationship anarchy the right choice? We talked about relationship anarchy, which is kind of like a new phenomenon where it's like there's a group of people that want to have anarchy when it comes to love, matters of the heart. They don't want to be called husband and wife. They don't want to be called boyfriend, girlfriend. They don't want no titles, no strings, not necessarily no strings attached, but it's more so nothing outlining or defining or limiting their experience. They consider themselves to be people in a having experiences together. That's it. And that was a pretty good show. Then we talked about cheating a mistake. Sometimes people use that mistake as a way to undermine the action. And I broke down some interesting facts on that. These are clips. I won't go over the clips, but episode 10, Modern Woman of Lost. This episode was hilarious. This episode was about the woman that sued her date for 10K because he stood her up. That was a hilarious episode. Then we talked about how to overcome fear of intimacy. That was inspired by the Lauren London, Nipsey Hussle story, tragic story. Um, Powerful episode because we did touch on um, ego and things of that matter. And we also talked about the Brooklyn pastor that was robbed on the pulpit. You know, so like I said, when you look at these shows, man, you know, I try to always put an angle that adds a little bit more to it than just like, all right. So a perfect example of what we talked about was um, if you go back to the Modern Woman of Laws, right? Woman sues date. Um, the question I asked, or one of the propositions I posed was, since we don't have a real moral standard, American standard of morals, we have laws, and that's what everyone respects. Should we create civil penalties for dating infractions? Everyone was like, no, that's a little too extreme. So, I'm just trying to really take the mundane, most simple topics and turn it into something that is like deep and profound. That's what we do each and every week. Then we talked about the Kevin Samuels, high value man, habits, high value man definition. We also talked about polyamory as well a little bit. I mean, I'm sorry, not polyamory. I meant polygamy. We got the woman's perspective on polygamy, and this show was a really interesting show too. And what caused all of this discussion was Neo cheating on Crystal Renee, and then that coming out. Now, I think the second or the two 1A 1B most important, most powerful shows was the one show we did on domestic violence with Rose Jones. She's an advocate for women who go through uh, this unfortunate circumstances, and she's there to help. She has a support group. She's been through these relationships, so she has so much experience in it, and she provided a lot of great, powerful information for us to really take heed to, right? And then the last one is why men never protect our women. And that was based off of the incident that happened um, in Georgia where a woman was forcefully arrested. Even though I say forcefully, she was just arrested, but she resisted arrest and it looked at forceful. And that was a powerful show too because we went kind of deep and I called everyone out for falling for the memes and the confirmation bias. So I just wanted to do a quick little review of the episodes, man. 14 good episodes. I do want to package these episodes and put them on Spotify's and the stuff like that. So hey, if you have any suggestions, feel free. Another thing too, I gotta push by email info@koronpierre.com. If you want to talk to me about any business, uh, definitely you can email me there. If you want to support the platform, we have Cash App, Koron Pierre Cash App, Koron Pierre PayPal, links in the description. You can like this video. That helps. Share the video. That helps. You could also, buy something from an Amazon affiliate account as well. That also help. All these things help the channel grow, help the show grow, and we will be back with a lot more mature topics. I just wanted to do something uh just for you guys because I know we didn't do a last episode, but I want to do a nice little video, little short, little half hour video talking about where we're going as a podcast, plans for the channel, and things of that nature, man. So like I said, every Thursday, of course, we won't be joining the panel, but every Thursday there'll be a clip, 8:30 p.m. Just like I dropped tonight. Um, Link is in the bio. Uh, any questions you have for me, put in the comments box or email me at info@koronpierre.com. If you have any people that you would like to put on the show because they have certain expertise or they're advocates, let me know. Contact me. Right now I'm pretty flexible. Uh, I'm willing to work with anyone. So uh, anyone that has the experience and can provide knowledge on certain areas, definitely. So I think that's all for this. I just wanted to drop some for the people that's gonna be like, hit me up. Where is the link for the video? There's no link, but at least I did this. And so I want you guys to have a blessed night. Launch is doing great. We're waiting for this baby to come, and once this baby comes, that's going to be an adjustment period, and then we'll be coming right back. Like I said, possibly in October. I'll have a date prior to, and we'll move forward with that. So until next time, stay blessed.